From the Green Room Studios at Bates Nursery in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Gardening Inside Out, a podcast with highlights from our Saturday morning live show, answering all your gardening questions, giving you plant advice for any space in your life. Let's start the show.
Hey, y'all, it's Caroline Gant.
Hey, y'all, it's Austin Lowen.
And it's Tyler Blankenship.
And boy, do we have a special edition today. First off, Caroline is back. She just has no teeth.
They're
gone.
They took them all out.
She looks crazy. I know. It's hard
I woke up without any teeth.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
I'm still not getting used to the new you.
Neither am I.
I know, but we're going to have to get there together.
I'm waiting on my dentures to come in.
Okay.
So
The
it'll be
dentures,
soon.
those are coming. Okay. Now, what we're talking about, Caroline wasn't here last weekend. She had 4 wisdom teeth pulled out. My God.
All 4 of them.
Can't believe you're even here now.
Pretty terrible. Still hurts.
I know. I'm sorry you're in pain.
It's fine.
But we are very, very happy you're back. It's great to hear your voice.
Isn't it, though?
It is. It's great. And then second on the agenda, hey, guys, it's Tyler's birthday edition podcast. We are in it. Tyler is here. Oh,
Believe it or not.
what a day.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Tyler.
That's
I had
right.
to come back for your birthday.
Yeah, happy Caroline Return Day.
I knew that you would never miss this day.
I wouldn't. I would not. I
March
would never
11th.
miss.
That's right. Tyler and I, fun fact, are almost exactly a month apart in our when the days we were born. He's March 11th. I'm April 10th.
We are also almost exactly a month.
You're right. You're May 8th.
Because I'm May 8th.
You're just, a
Holy
few years older than me.
guacamole.
311,
And you've already lost your teeth.
410, 58.
Already lost all your teeth. Only 12 years older than you. It's crazy.
That's right.
Younger.
But anyway.
Years.
Yeah. So it's a great day. We're all just lively today. The weather's nice. It's not gonna be nice, actually. We'll get into that here in a little while. But today we're looking for some rain, heavy rain this afternoon.
Thundery rain.
Stormy, yeah. A little stormy rain.
Nader-
I'm
Very-
excited about a little thunderstorm coming
Are you?
through. Yes, I love thunderstorms. We had one the other day while I was recovering. It was great.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, it came in at the nursery Saturday, right? Like halfway through the day. And then I just saw a tiny little blip of lightning, and then it just whoosh.
I thought about you guys.
Yeah. The temperature also dropped like 10 degrees.
It was crazy. I went outside and I was like, wow, I think there's about to be a tornado.
You're really leaning into this toothless thing. I like it.
I am. I can't believe I don't have any
tornado?
teeth.
Yeah, I know.
Waking up with no teeth is wild.
Oh, it's crazy. But anyway, yeah, no, y'all are not wrong. I was out on the lot, and it was within 30 seconds. This wild, cold wind came through. And then just like you said, Tyler, a whoosh and a whole lot of wind and a lot of rain real quick.
Ruined my T-shirt party.
Oh.
Had to put on a jacket.
Oh, man. But you probably still had those shorts on, right?
I did.
Yeah, still showing them legs.
There's no alternative.
Yeah.
These aren't zip-offs. I committed.
we did cover that
We
last
went
week.
through that.
I'm sorry.
Of course.
Here we
It's
go
okay.
again.
Bring it back around. I love it. Tyler loves his zip-off pants,
I mean,
but
David-
unfortunately he was not wearing them on Saturday.
David likes to reinforce that point as well. So
Yes, he does. You'll
it
hear
is
about
well
that.
known by now.
And I guess as we're on the topic a little bit with weather, we live in Middle Tennessee outside of Nashville, and it's just always wild. I mean, thunderstorms
never
today, frosty, freezy next week. Yeah, that's right. I said it, and I'm annoyed.
You're mad. You look mad.
I'm
right
so
now.
mad.
You're looking at me with
We're
mad
gonna-
eyes. I did nothing.
I know. I
Other
needed
than
someone to be
lose
mad
all my
at.
teeth. Why?
Yeah. No, it's okay. I'm mad because, and as you gardeners know, we're all mad that live here in the mid-state because, y'all, our plant life here has really exploded.
My Jane Magnolia, full bloom. Katsura Japanese maple, fully leafed out just about.
Trees are leafing. Regular old trees are leafing.
Yeah, it is. And a lot of our ornamental plants that we love and have close to our homes are leafing. And some of those that are like, non-native around here, I'm not like all that nervous about like our native trees and shrubs and stuff we have here. They've certainly, since the beginning of time, been through plenty of late frosts and freezes, and they're not dying because of it. Like, that's normal. But some of those weird ones, I mean, some of those like cool Japanese plants that you can buy at our nursery and set out and like love, even though they're non-native, they're super cool and ornamental. Like, they're starting to leaf out, wake up, even bloom on some of them. Like,
Yes.
we're looking at, y'all, Monday night, we're looking at a low of like 22 degrees the last time I saw.
It'll be okay.
That's awful, though.
Oh my God, so loud.
I can't help it. I'm sorry you're in pain. I can't turn this volume down. Maybe Tyler
It's
can
okay.
turn me
Laughing
down.
just hurts.
Oh,
But
sorry.
that's all right. It's worth it.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, what are we going to see out there, man? I mean,
I know. What are we going to see?
We've got 2 successive nights in the 20s. Mm-hmm. So we're going to see some Bernie, probably
Yes.
some Freezy. And anything that's new and green and soft might get whacked a little.
Some of my boxwoods fleshed out already.
that's what
Now-
I'm like literally most worried about.
My
Caroline.
oak leaf hydrangeas leafing.
So I'm assuming the soil temperature has risen quite a deal because if
Well, it's
these
been like
Yeah.
high 70s with
Yeah.
full sun.
and the nighttime temps have been higher as well.
It was like 70 degrees last night.
Yeah, that is like summer.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Low
I was hanging out
temperature.
with Jack the cat on my porch.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I was
Yeah.
sitting out there too. It was nice.
So like love the weather, hate the swing.
I
you
know.
So
But Tennessee,
right,
what are you going to do?
So, now that things have swung the other way, do you think that this higher soil temperature is going to insulate against some of the colder temperatures?
Well, see, the thing is I don't think Caroline
That
even
won't
said
help
this
the leaves and
earlier.
the new growth, right?
That's the thing. It's like
No.
we're not, our shrubs aren't going to die because of this or anything.
Yeah.
But significant burn is going to happen when it comes on like really tender new growth.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing we talk about in the early spring. And our nursery here is no different. We're getting things totally leafed out, flushed, tiny little leaves. I mean, all sorts of things that we're going to have to like literally move in. Like we don't like to see damage on our plants. We're trying to sell, beautiful plant material. And people don't want to buy stuff that's got burned up leaves. Oh, Bernie.
Old Bernie.
Yeah, that's my nickname in college.
Was it now?
Yeah, I
Why?
don't want to tell you why.
No.
Anyway,
You accidentally burned
Yeah.
something down.
no, it wasn't.
You
no.
burned your house down.
Even worse.
My mom did that.
Even worse. It wasn't worse.
But
than that.
anyways.
No. Anyways. So yeah, well, I mean, we're gonna see burn on some of those things if we don't take precautions. So we have to literally move like so many things back in, and it's just annoying. It's just annoying. Now
Well-
good.
Well, I was just going to say, we are in Tennessee and sometimes the weather patterns change.
True.
So there's a chance that it will go from 20 to like 34.
I mean, I'm hoping you're right. I'll take that all day long, but we'll see. I don't know. Either way, though, something's going to have to be done. And yeah, I mean, get your sheets, your blankets out to try to protect some of that new growth if you've got it, and then you certainly got it.
Yeah.
You know,
I do have hostas that are opening, not just sticking up. You know how they'll kind of peek their heads up out of the ground and you're like, good morning, but they're already unfurling. Like those leaves are already opening.
Those
And I know
leaves-
those are going to be zapped.
they're going to turn to mush.
Yeah.
They are. Now, is there energy down below in the root zone for them to push new growth out? Yes.
Yeah, it'll be fine. This does happen with my hosta every single year.
I know.
They leaf out. Usually they're leafed out a little bit more and we get like a light frost. This one is going to be a little heavier. So
Yeah. I'm, thinking about one of our friends, old Sam Boyette, that's out there that listened to us last week. Sam, hope you're doing well. I know all of your maples that you've got, which is an insane amount,
Yeah.
have all leafed out. Like, what's he thinking right now? I don't mean to scare you, Sam. But
Sam,
I
you got to
kinda
get
do.
rent one of those party tents. Get some heaters in there.
All about a party.
All about a party. Host a wedding, Sam.
Sam.
Have them pay for it.
Yeah, Sam, quickly host a wedding with a party.
And then be like, we're going
tent.
to keep this for 2 nights up here. Y'all
Yeah.
pay for it. It's cool. Done.
Okay. There we
I'm
go,
full of
Sam.
good
You got
ideas.
got a wedding to attend
I'm
with
just-
your
I'm just
Japanese
in
maples in a
awe.
tent. Yeah.
Hire
It is
them
going to
for
be
consulting.
interesting to see.
Yeah. I know. It is interesting to see. We're going to see some issues. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Well, to switch gears just a little bit, I was talking with Tyler about this before you came in to record the intro. And yesterday, while I was still out of work and recovering, I walked through my woods and I got to see all the little native spring beauties popping up.
Yeah.
So
They're so
many
cute.
things. I made a little post
love
on
that
my
trillium.
plant Instagram.
That was adorable.
Trillium, May apples are coming up. Spice bush. I have Lindera all over my woods.
My Lindera, I saw it this morning. It's in full. It's not full
gorgeous.
bloom. It's in about quarter bloom.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's blooming yellow right now, looking really pretty.
Yeah, if you guys see little patches of yellow flowering, they look like little twiggy trees. That's going to be our American spice bush that's in the woods. It's northern spice bush. Hard to say that word with no teeth.
I was about to say you've really changed.
I've changed so much. But it's a great little native to find, and it's a host to the swallowtail butterfly, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
So,
spice bush swallowtail looks like a little weird like snake fish kind of thing.
the leaves will fold up. We did a little post with Austin finding one in our Bates Dream last year.
Oh, that's when I did that
So
cool
if you wanna
scream.
look, he did a really cool scream.
I screamed.
I put it on, I think it's on the Gardening Inside Out page, maybe on the Bates, I can't
It was
remember.
like a Yelp.
It was a yelp. I'll never forget that. I scared you whenever I did it because I went all for it.
You did go all for it.
Just went for it.
All
You were
for it.
startled.
You scared me.
Yeah.
And probably that little cute creature.
That
But y'all,
creature's-
there was so much in my woods. It was
Yeah.
so pretty.
I'm going through your list right now, and one of the slides you have listed critter hole. What's that?
There's so many little critter holes. It's like a little fox den or something. It's like
I see it.
a little. You can see where they've tunneled. And it's usually like next to where a tree fell, like an old log, they'll like tunnel in.
it's got a little bit of fern at
It
the
looks
entrance.
magical.
Yeah,
There
it
is a
does.
Christmas fern at the entrance, and then some, what were they called? Virginia spring beauties in the foreground of the image.
Adorable.
I need to see this image.
Okay, we're going to pull it up. I'll put this image on
Right here, Austin.
the socials.
All right.
Oh, do you hear him
fumbled the
reaching?
phone. Oh, there's the critter hole.
The critter hole.
Oh.
Isn't the critter hole cute?
Yeah, is that for my best friend Critter when I was in kindergarten?
That's your best friend critter.
Huh.
Look at that. Look at all these. Look at that trillium.
That trillium's beautiful. Trillium's such an interesting plant.
Y'all take a walk in the woods right now. You'll see so many things popping up.
Mm-hmm.
You got to look for them because they're all very, very small and tiny.
Oh yeah, little. That's
Except
that
for the
little,
May apples. Those are about to be huge.
Isn't that little Star of Bethlehem or whatever?
No, that is not Star of Bethlehem. Star
No?
of Bethlehem ruins my yard. I hate that plant with a passion. That's the Virginia Spring Beauty.
Oh, got you. Well, yeah, that little Star of Bethlehem is all in my yard too. It's cute, but you're right. It does really, really kind of go
That
places.
is not a native and it's evil.
Yuck. That was a weird.
I like that you got that noise right before you leaned away from your microphone to hand Tyler his phone back.
the microphone.
That's what they're called.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Gosh, you've been doing radio for how long now? You
Yeah.
didn't know the name of them? My gosh, so embarrassing for you.
Uh-huh. Tyler, what are you doing for your birthday, man?
You put me on the spot.
I did. I always do. That's
All
kind of my thing.
All my birthday plans kind of happened over this past weekend. So saw a movie, got together, saw 2 movies with friends.
What movies did you see?
There was one called The Bride that came out with Maggie Gyllenhaal. Do not recommend.
All right.
I can't believe that all 4 of us were like, "What is going on here? Is what in the plot, Batman?" It went all over the place. It seemed kind of punk
I
rock.
almost went to see that because as my teeth were healing, I was like, Derek, we should go see a movie. And I watched a trailer for this and I said, no.
Yeah, it seemed kind of fun, but then no, it's not fun because it's just like you don't really want to get behind anybody. The character development's underbaked, and I know this is a gardening podcast, but I just gotta let everybody know. PSA: this movie was rough.
All right.
It looked good, but rough.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well,
And
you
then I
got,
saw some like Hungarian animated short films from the 70s with some other friends.
Nice.
Really cool, cut paper, animated, like hand drawn, like beautiful little
Cool.
like children's tales.
yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
know you've told me that you've treated yourself a little bit, and you got some birthday plants,
Yes, I did.
which is cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Sarah and I, we picked out some Ascot Rainbow Sedge, Blue Star Juniper. Oh,
That's got rainbow euphorbia.
Euphorbia.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Let's try that again.
Let's start over.
So,
Which it's very, there is a euphorbia that's called a wood sedge. So it's, and they look really close.
I know.
no, it
No,
was
wood spurge.
spurge,
That's what
yeah.
it is.
That's what I meant to say. So let's start over again.
We're not editing it out. We all
No,
make mistakes.
we don't
We're
edit.
keeping it in.
Fine.
We don't edit nothing.
Because then I made a mistake too, Tyler. It was a double mistake.
It's okay. We all make mistakes, man.
That's right.
Ascot Rainbow Spurge, a euphorbia.
Beautiful plant, by the way.
It is.
Yeah.
And
Blue Star, sorry.
I was going to say, if you have it and it does perennialize, because it doesn't always, it will start blooming this time of year.
Yeah.
And
Because I
they
have another
are-
type of euphorbia.
Euphorbia. You're really killing it.
Euphorbia. Really
This whole
killing
teeth
with
thing.
these
We got to
teeth.
work on it.
That's blooming right now. Yeah, it's great. So it's an early spring bloomer, which you wouldn't think about like a succulent looking plant. All right,
true.
carry on. Tyler's looking at me like, shut up, Caroline. This is my time.
Nope.
No,
he's good.
I was thinking about Austin's look, and he was like, "Nah, bro, nah." He was looking at me like, "You said something wrong."
I didn't know. I was trying to be like, it's okay.
He was shooting daggers.
What were you trying to be
No,
like?
never mind.
So
All right.
continuing, Blue Star Juniper,
Cool.
some little low growy guys, a whipcord arborvitae.
Very interesting textured plant.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be kind of in the background. The blue stars are going to be flanking it in the front. The spurge will be flanking on the outside of the blue star. And we're kind of going to make this little bank around the corner of the pond.
Yeah.
And then I picked up a couple of blue point junipers, upright, kind of thicker growing, privacy screening junipers. So starting with that, I can't find Taylor juniper anywhere right now.
It's been tricky to find Taylors around town.
Yeah.
Is she popular? Is that why?
Oh, yeah.
She's
Taylor's.
so popular.
So popular.
Belle of the ball right now, and I functionally need that, like right there by the fence, because I just don't have a lot of room.
Yeah.
And apparently a lot of other people don't have room either.
That's the thing. Yeah. The Taylor juniper stays about as skinny as any juniper we sell. And it's a good little screening plant if you need a lot of them. And it's just, it's had that look of just, is formal. I mean, to me, it's formal, but it's also like it's still our juniper. So it's like I don't know how to explain it, but everybody loves them. I know I love them.
They're great.
Talked to Julie about getting some, ordering some for us, which we try to order all the time. It's just they've been a little scarce, I think, because they are so popular.
Yeah.
So,
But
but
It's
anyway,
a great plant.
that's
to
a good
have.
little plant list.
Yeah. Also, tree form, dappled willow.
Gotta love that.
That's, I feel like that's near a water feature. That's what you want.
That's what
you
you
want
want.
something like wispy and windy and
Oh, yeah.
fun.
Oh yeah.
And then finally, a Mugo pine,
No.
a little Mugo. It's like it's a dwarf, but it still gets like 5-6 feet tall and wide. But I'm kind of thinking I might want to try to bonsai this a little bit and just show more stem,
Oh yeah. I've bonsaied a few Mugo pines in my day, and they really turn out cool.
Yeah.
We've got a video of that too.
Oh, did we? Was that a Mugo? That was a Mugo, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that was Mugo pine.
That's cool.
Like 2
y'all
or 3 years
out.
ago.
I was proud of that little guy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super cute.
If you could achieve that in the landscape, you certainly, get something like that going. It looks more like a plant you'd see like in a coral reef than you would like above the earth,
Yeah.
above the water.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Of
mean?
the earth of the water.
No, I misspoke. Look, back around to we all mess up sometimes.
We all make mistakes.
We do.
Let's all get a lick in today.
Yeah, that's okay.
So-
Well, good, Tyler.
Yeah, and the wall came together. We backfilled the wall with a gravel and then added a little bit of soil back on top of that and topped it with Earth Mix pea shreds, shredded pine bark mulch. And that is such a good look. And I noticed that somebody else in Nashville is spreading Earth Mix pea shreds because I was in Riverside Village in East Nashville, and they've just freshly mulched some of their landscaping.
Mhm.
Some of it native over there. In that
They
little
have
strip
some
of
pretty
businesses.
landscaping, and they at least used to have like a planter in the median for the crosswalk, so
Mhm.
people would slow down. That was really pretty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, you're right about the shredded pine. All sorts of landscapers are really going to that. My little brother's a landscaper, and he almost exclusively uses shredded pine.
That's all I use for
It's
my landscaping.
It's a good look. I mean,
Mhm.
it really is.
It just tied the whole thing together. Like you were like, okay, this is cool. But then when you put the mulch, it was just like, whoa, where am I? Am I in the botanical garden?
Yeah.
And we put paver base around the pond at the very top. And then on top of that, we put these little rainbow river rocks, like a bed of that, and then put some like boulders on top of that, like on the edge of the pond.
Cool.
So
Got
it's
a lot of stuff
a
going
lot
on
of
there.
information to recap.
Yeah, we need to get some
It's-
pictures up for the people.
Yeah, I
Yes.
sent y'all a photo.
Yeah, I've got it.
got plenty of photos. We'll
Yeah.
we'll get
we'll
them
get
up
some
there.
up there.
Nice.
But this, 2 weeks ago we were talking about plant ideas, and I was talking about viburnum, and look where I am now.
Look where you're at.
Nowhere near
Look
that.
at
Mhm, You're really moving up
Whoa!
from viburnum.
Wait, did you plant anything that you named in that original?
You talked
List.
juniper, I think.
Yes,
Feel like
juniper.
you talked juniper.
I think Blue Point juniper was the one. Now we haven't gotten to tropicals yet because we really haven't gotten them in. So I'm not thinking that, but we might do some annual tropical action.
Oh, you definitely should.
Oh, you got to fill in with some color around the pond for show.
Yeah,
Got to get them little green frogs on a red flower or something. I can see it now.
I
know.
can totally see that.
I
Yeah.
actually just saw. I'm wondering about sun coleus now. 'cause
Oh
I
my
saw-
gosh, coleus! I plant that every year and I love it.
Yeah, I saw one in a pot and it looks so good.
Oh,
And
talk
just-
about an explosion.
Oh yeah, they turn
Jeez.
into shrubs,
Oh, they really do.
but then I cut all their blooms off because I don't like their blooms.
Mm.
That's
Speaking
all right.
of, yeah. Speaking of,
Cutting off? Is it time to cut ourselves
what?
off?
No,
No.
it's not time yet.
It's a little early.
I got to confess,
Oh,
I've committed a crime.
And you sent us the evidence.
and that is yeah,
Oh.
sure did.
I did send y'all evidence. Don't show anybody.
Oh, that's going on the internet.
Ah,
This premeditated murder has
Oh.
been years in the making.
it has been years in the
Right,
making.
tell the folks what you
Okay,
did.
well, we're talking about.
Crook.
We're starting over. I've committed crepe murder.
He did.
Did it? It's been a crime of passion. No, I've been waiting to do this for a while, y'all.
You've been talking about this for like 3 years.
I know. And we were going to get together, me and Tyler, to film it and all that stuff. But I ended up just going for it. Sometimes in gardening, you're just like, you know what? I'm not waiting any longer. Grabbing the
doing it.
Sawzall, making some chops.
You
And that's what I
sawzalled
did.
it?
I Sawzalled it. My wife was like, what are you doing? She was in the kitchen and you can kind of look out the front window
You
and
could see
see
it
the
just,
crepe
like,
myrtle.
moving.
And she just saw limb after limb coming down. And she walked out and she's like, oh my God. So anyway, that's been taken care of. Y'all, my crepe myrtle was like, seriously, what, 20 foot tall, probably at least. And flower show has not been good over the past couple years.
It was time for you to do that.
It was time for a restart, and I really got it back in check. So my thought is that I get it back closer to the top of where my hydrangeas are going to be, and I'm going to frame in my bed a little bit more. Like, it's going to sit atop of the hydrangeas way more so than like 20 foot above the hydrangea. So I feel like it's going to
It's going to look so good.
fit the theme. As long as it comes back from the stems, we'll make sure that happens. If it doesn't, it's going to come back from the roots, and I'm going to have a shrub this year.
And you're going to be really
Yeah, I'll
upset.
be mad.
You're going to be livid at yourself.
Don't worry. I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, we all know. We'll hear
I'm not
all
going to be
about
mad
it.
at myself. I'm going to be mad at that crepe myrtle. Yeah. But anyway, it's going to be fine. It's going to be good. Y'all can throw some pictures up if you want of that.
We will absolutely throw some pictures up. Don't you worry.
All right.
You already sent them. I have them. I can put them up.
Yeah. And after, I did the crepe myrtle whole thing, I really cleaned up my whole bed, cut back the hydrangeas, cut back the northwind switchgrass, just generally cleaned up. Oh, I cut back my clematis pretty heavily.
Yeah.
So yeah, the bed looks really clean right now. Happy with that.
I did cut back one of my hydrangeas. That's all I've done. All I've cut back so far.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Grass is still up.
Grass is
The
still
ones
up.
I didn't dig up.
Which hydrangea did you cut back?
Yeah.
My panicle, my limelight.
Nice. Well, it's
I have two more.
I cut the north winds mainly because I was just already on a tear of cleaning up. But I did look around the edges, and they're poking green.
Are they?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I
they're-
got to check mine because that means it'll be time for me to cut mine soon.
Yeah, they'll start popping up like up underneath your mulch or up underneath like my gravel, for instance, that I've got. So
Yeah.
I had to peel back the gravel a little bit, but little green stemmies are in there.
Oh, get them some more sunlight. Maybe I'll do that this cold weekend.
Yeah. My switchgrass also got pruned back.
Nice.
It's a totem pole, and this will be second season for that grass. That big project I did last year did really well the first year with that switchgrass, and also the creeping thyme, nice and fluffy
Love that.
in between. It's just sitting green and pretty and ready to bloom. And finally, another important prune I did, coral bark Japanese maple.
Sweet.
Wonderful.
Took down those gnarly, they were crossing all over the place, looking really gnarly. I kind of selected 3 main stems
Love that.
in a vase shape.
Love that.
We'll see how it structures up this year. I'm very excited.
It'll
gonna
be
be good.
gorgeous.
It's going to be good.
Pansies. My pansies are popping off right now. Full show, blooming.
Yes.
I didn't even think they were still alive,
Pansy
just like
poppers.
me this past week.
From
but
the
they
ice
were.
storm?
But
Me
you
and my
are.
pansies woke back up.
You've risen up.
And so have my pansies. They are blooming only on one side of my bed. I haven't planted on either side. Only one side is blooming, which is odd. It's the side that doesn't get as much sun. Full bloom.
Oh,
Interesting.
The side with full sun, no blooms at all.
Yeah.
They're still alive though, because then I move the leaves aside to look.
Yeah, they're coming.
Yeah.
They're pushing that green growth, and then they'll throw some blooms.
But I gave up on those months ago
Yeah.
because they looked so terrible from the time I planted them.
It's what they do,
I
man.
was
Weather
like,
warms
"Ugh,
up, and they're
I'm
like,
never
all right.
planting pansies again.
No.
And now I'm like, I'm gonna plant them again. I'm gonna do this all over again.
Nope, they're good.
I mean, they're one of the most reliable early things to plant in Colorado, and that's a pretty extreme environment.
True.
They're great.
Yeah, my tulips are really moving up. Still kissing on Justin.
Oh my gosh! Did you get a picture?
Yes, I sent the picture. It's in the
I
same.
didn't get a picture.
It's in the same
got
picture
it.
as the.
With the crepe myrtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're poking up good. They're looking nice. I'm not
I noticed
expecting
that
any damage with
immediately,
those.
and I
Yeah.
was like, I'm so happy that turned out well. I can't
Me
wait.
too.
There she is. See a lot of weeds in there too.
Girl,
That's the first.
that's
thing I
actually
saw.
not that many weeds. I did a good amount of work. I've got to get rid of some more weeds. Yes. Why don't you just tell everybody that?
Man, she's just putting you on
I'll
blast.
tell you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm going to pull the
I
weeds
regret
too.
that, but I'm not going to edit this audio out.
You don't have to edit it out.
Whoa, there's even more weeds than when I looked at the other one.
Are you
That pants-
serious right now? I am. Never mind. Not even going to go there.
He's keeping pretty composed.
Very.
Yes.
For as angry as I am inside. Jeez. How can you laugh like that with no teeth?
It hurts. Well, I just took my my ibuprofen a little while ago, so I'm doing good.
Oh, that's why she's firing off.
That's
Yeah.
why I can finally talk again.
Uh-huh. That's what it is.
I'm so sorry I called you out on that.
No, you're not.
We
at
all have weeds in our beds.
Yeah, but you don't have to blast it to the world.
I'll edit it out.
No, you don't. We don't edit here. We don't do that.
Well,
No,
I'm
I
full
guess
of regret
apparently
and
not.
No.
shame
You
from
know what?
calling you out about your weeds in your garden.
Look at
But
this
I just want
drama.
all of our viewers and our listeners to know that we are not perfect gardeners. We have weeds in our bed.
Negative.
You have weeds all over your bed.
Jesus Christ. Is this serious? We're going to talk the weed game.
Hey, I forced myself to weed my front yard beds because I realized they're about to put seeds on.
Oh, yeah.
And it was about to get way worse. So I forced myself to get out there. I like took the trash out and I was like, the weeds.
They're out.
And got in there and got them out.
Let
And
me
I
just
feel
say,
better.
your weeds are not that bad. There's just a few. Multiple beds at my house, my side bed and one of my front beds. There's so many weeds you can't even see the mulch.
Okay.
Full of weeds.
I'm glad you're owning up.
I'm owning up.
Okay.
I would never, ever say that I'm a perfect gardener because I am not.
Yes, I knew you were not trying to make yourself sound better. It was just pointing out the glaring weeds.
Oh, my side bed all around one of my little deodar cedars, all around my grass. Can't even see the grass. That should be popping up soon. All around that hydrangea that I already cut back.
Oh.
You can't see any ground.
Oh, you probably ought to get out there and pull some weeds.
I
Caroline.
will.
Okay.
Maybe you should too.
Maybe I will.
He's so mad at me right now.
It's fine. Hey, before we go, Tyler, I had to say one more thing. You know what I did?
Happy
on
birthday,
Monday?
Tyler.
Yes, happy birthday, Tyler.
Thanks.
Here's
guys.
your birthday present. I'm going to talk about me mowing the grass on the podcast because you love that so much.
You already mowed your grass?
First mow of the season. You talk about tidy.
Oh.
You talk about tidy.
I'm
all
not
right?
going to mow for another.
I was about to call you the Mr. Clean of gardening.
He is. That's a great name.
Well,
for
I'm
him.
bald enough, that's for sure.
Wasn't trying to go there.
I did. That's okay. We can all joke about ourselves. But yes, first mow of the season.
Yeah.
So get ready for that saga for the rest of the year.
Wow. That's so. I mean, I guess it was time. My grass is getting long, but I probably won't mow for a good month at least.
I cut it tight and it looks so good.
You look so happy
I'm
right
very
now.
happy with myself. I didn't even have to mow. Like I just wanted to, just to tighten it up. And it's very, very clean. The kids even, they came home and they were like, Dad, you mowed. Let's run around.
Let's run around in the grass. If you're a new listener and you haven't listened to our past warm weather episodes yet, you will soon know how much Austin loves to mow every Monday.
It has begun.
Every Monday.
It's begun.
And you love it.
I
You
do.
love your lawn.
Well,
Well, at
ironically,
least for a little while.
Austin,
Mm-hmm.
I'm considering participating in No Mow Month in April.
Oh, Tyler.
That's right.
That's big.
It's fun to do. I've done it just on accident because our mower was broken multiple times and I just don't mow for a long time. But you let all this stuff grow up and you'll have so many little critters and finches like in all of that grass that would have been mown down.
All of April.
Yeah.
He looked so mad.
I would vomit. There it is. All of April, no mow in the grass. My God. Yo.
I mean, I would weed eat the margins of my beds because I'm not going to let weed seed get in there. But I would let most of the yard,
The only thing that I
Fluff
have
up.
found about No Mow April that worries me is that you have critters and stuff that start to live in it and then you go mow them down.
Well,
But also a thing of not doing it is that there are critters that are about to wake up that you end up mowing down. So
Jeez.
Yeah.
maybe
So
just never
morbid.
mow again.
That's not the.
No. No, because that's perma homes, and I think there are places for niches in your yard where you can have homies post up and have roommates, but I don't think the whole thing should be an apartment complex. Personally, just because I've had to deal with relocating southern brown rats in my shed. It's
I remember that.
not a good time.
Rats.
Yeah,
Aw, rats.
I mean, they're not like plague rats or anything, they were, but they just, no.
Yeah.
Too close to everything.
Not allowed.
So one final thing, I just want to acknowledge from a listener standpoint that we are coming up in Ireland, France, and we're doing pretty well in the U.S. too. And Germany, we see you out there. So thank you for listening from these respective countries. We hope that some of this gardening knowledge comes off because, generally I feel like in the green places of the world, it's kind of similar.
Yeah.
Maybe some colder winters there.
A lot of similarities in horticulture, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, the basics are the basics, kind of, and that can be respected in all parts of the world.
That's right.
Mhm.
Oh, my head was in front of my
It's
microphone.
okay.
But we want to thank you for listening to the podcast, sticking with us, and waking up in spring,
Here we go, baby.
talking plants. Let's go crazy, everyone.
Let's
do
go
it.
wild. Let's
All
go
right.
crazy for this week's episode.
Let's do
Yeah.
it, Caroline. We
As you
missed
know, I was not here. I was recovering, but Adam Chapman was filling in for me. So you once again get to hear him. Amazing voice, full of knowledge, wonderful person. So let's get into it.
All right. Happy birthday, Tyler. And y'all pray
Thanks,
for Caroline
guys.
to get her dentures in soon.
Poor thing. And I'll also be calling out some questions as I see the chat going off. Lots of happy birthdays to you, David. And we've got a happy spring forward tonight from Jane Ann Gibbs. That's right. Sam Boyette, good to see you out there on YouTube. We're happy to be here this morning.
Hey, Sam. I'm sure your garden's looking lovely.
I bet.
Oh, he's got such a nice garden. Seriously.
He's
I'm
been
sure
teasing
he's
us
excited.
with photos. We're hoping to get some photos in from Sam about all of his plants.
I wonder if any of his Japanese maples are leafing a little bit. I got a feeling they might be.
Pushy a little
Just
bit,
a little pushy.
yeah.
Little pushy.
They're-
He's got
they're
a lot.
they're pushing here.
Definitely
And,
here.
Yeah.
I've got one at
So-
the house, and the buds are certainly swelling. I haven't seen any crack yet, but they are swelling. So
Yeah.
Sam's in the city, a little bit warmer. So his
Yep.
might be moving.
Yep.
Y'all, everything's
getting
moving.
close.
Uh-huh. It's just
Got to be getting close.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, we got a bunch of questions in. I'm just letting you know the chatter is hot. People are excited.
it's kind of like similar to what's going on this whole week. There's
Yep.
been chatter. There's been people. I
Yep.
mean, I know we talked about a little buzz the past couple weeks, but no, this week was the buzz.
Yeah.
Like the trucks are rolling, plants are coming, and people are coming. We getting
Yep.
to see so many more people. I talked to people all day yesterday. It was such a beautiful day. I got sun. I mean, it was great.
It's true. Well, we did get blinded a bit by everybody's white shins and
Yes.
calves.
Shall pass.
We
When
call
they-
it chicken skin
Yes,
around the
yes.
lumber yard.
This time of year, yep, everybody has to deal with that.
Yep.
Y'all just get ready to see my white legs. But they got a little red yesterday, so we're working
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, we're working on it.
But the shorts are out.
I've been working on it since January. About
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you're-
Tyler.
You're,
Store.
yeah.
You'll wear shorts in like 50.
yeah.
Tyler and I kind of roll the same way. We're all about shorts just as much as possible. Tyler more so than me, but it has to be into the 20s before he'll even consider.
Some
Wearing-
some pantaloons.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle, man. I should be on Venice Beach or something. I don't know what I'm doing here.
And for me, generally, as long as my upper body is warm, my legs really don't get cold. So, that's the way that is. But anyway, welcome in to everyone. We're
Yes.
glad to have you here today and a part of Gardening Inside Out. So let's get on with it, guys. Is there anything else, Adam and Austin, you guys want to talk about before we roll into it? I know you already mentioned the fact that the trucks are almost at the
Well,
conveyor
I will
set.
say that I had my first an older gentleman rolled in at the end of the day Thursday, and he said, "Where are your tomato plants?"
There it is.
I said,
It's
"Well,
officially
sir,
spring,
it's
yeah.
a little early. We don't have any yet."
Yeah.
Well, when are you going to get them? Probably a couple weeks
And
at this
it's not
point.
that we couldn't have them. We could have them, and probably Judy will bring some in next week, a small amount.
Right.
And
The sacrificial ones.
Yeah,
Potentially.
that is what those are.
Yes.
And for people who just simply must have them and need to replant, well, they'll be available. But we try to do what we can to protect you from yourself. We are professional horticulturalists and gardeners, and we understand all the nuances of that, perhaps better than you do yourself, or perhaps those who don't do horticulture full time can understand it. They just want to make a sale.
You're
And-
saying Daddy doesn't give you what you want. Daddy gives you what you need around here. Is that the
A little bit.
we just don't. There's no need in
No.
having to give this dissertation about here's what's likely going to happen, and here's what you're going to need to do when that happens. And until the ground temperatures warm up enough, you don't gain anything by
No.
getting them in the ground. Now we've made some progress in that direction, but that said, it'll all be here. It just we really understand well that what the timeline should look like and what you need to do to be within it and give yourself the best results, hopefully the first time, and not have to do multiple replantings, because this time of year does crazy things to people in the gardening world.
It does.
They must do it, and we're here to support you in that, but we don't want you to feel like that.
He walking
It's
by.
called spring fever
Yes,
for a reason.
Yep.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly right.
Sam said
And,
his maple buds are bursting, Austin.
Yeah,
I'll
Sam.
bet they're
I knew it.
popping.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Get
So
some
yeah.
pics
without
of that,
further
buddy.
ado, why don't we get on with it? What do you say?
Get on
guys?
with it.
Absolutely. So we're going to start with a live question from Jane Ann Gibbs.
Jane.
Good morning,
Morning.
Jane.
Good
I
morning,
found
Jane.
dead bagworm sacks recently on a neighbor's Japanese maple. Should one check them at Father's Day time? And if finding bagworms, what is your recommended treatment?
You know what that suggests is that nearby there is a large conifer of some sort that was
Almost,
heavily
yeah.
infested because they're not attracted to Japanese maples, but they will get on anything that just happens to be nearby once
Brick
it gets
walls, mailboxes.
anything. So, you know, it only suggests that there was a problem nearby that, you know, that first needs to be dealt with.
Yep.
And now there's little eggs in there. The nymphs will crawl out later on. Austin, Adam, why don't you guys provide a timeline for what people need to be thinking about with regard to the future of these bagworm issues that will exist?
Yeah, well, like as you were saying, the eggs are there, but mostly protected at this point. So you want to wait till they hatch, which is usually around Father's Day, but actually could be earlier, especially with weather like we're having now. So I would say you would want to treat whatever. First of all, you're going to need to look further, range further outward, find the evergreen that they're mostly on, and spray it and any other evergreens that are nearby with neem oil or anything that's
listed
listed for bagworms. You want to do that. This year you may want to do it like mid-May or maybe around Mother's Day even, just because they're gonna. It's been so warm,
Physically remove as many of them as you can find.
Sure,
You're gonna
do
miss
that as well.
40% of them, but the spray that's got the little bagworm on the label.
They're really easy to control at the right time.
Right.
And when those little nymphs come crawling out of there, they have no resistance to even the mildest chemicals, probably even insecticidal soap.
Right. Could get them. Yeah.
But the point is, it's a timing issue. You got to be watching for them, and whether it's the third week in May or the second week in June or something in between there, the nature
Or
of
both.
the chemicals are that they're very benign. They do not kill on both ends. They only kill what you're spraying at. They're not toxic. You can safely spray them, even if you have to spray multiple times to make sure you get coverage. So it's a good thought, and that's what responsible gardening is all about, to be thinking ahead of the equation, because it is inevitable. They're going to be coming out of there.
and they will devastate that conifer.
And she said righto about the nearby conifer. Spot on.
Well, that was not a guess.
That's where they're at.
Those are facts based on our experience, and I've seen it many times.
All right, and moving on. Is it time to prune boxwoods? Thanks for all the great information y'all provide.
Go, Austin.
Boxwoods. We usually talk about pruning boxwoods around mid-February, okay? But boxwoods have not flushed yet. They're getting ready to. In the city, you might already see some of yours starting to push a little bit. So we should have probably already had that done. But if yours are still sitting dormant, so they just have their leaves from last year, we can go in and shape those boxwoods. So let's get them back round if you want. Get them back square if you want, or rectangle if you're forming a hedge. Whatever you need to do to get them back in check, let's go ahead and get that done, because they are flushing very soon, y'all. Yep. And if you cut now, you might delay that flush by a week or two, but that's okay. They're still going to come out, and they're going to be beautiful before you know it. I was looking at mine yesterday, and the buds are you have to really get into a boxwood to see the buds.
them,
But whenever you see them,
the box to find out.
pretty much, you got to open the box.
Yes.
That's right, Josh. What's in the box?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you
And
get in there and you
it's
see them.
It's so important to get your trimming ahead of that push. You can perfect boxwoods if you prune them right now. I mean, perfect them.
Yes.
Get them sheared like you want them, and then when that first flush pushes, and would you not say, guys, that's probably 60% of the growth for
At
the
least, yeah, I would say.
And so when that comes out, the breaks that form behind that push are going to be just perfection. And it could be and like you already mentioned, Austin, it could be a pyramidal topiary. It doesn't really matter the form. you're going to get this opportunity to get them absolutely perfect, but it won't happen unless you do it right now.
Yep. That's right.
It's also a good time to fertilize them too.
Yeah.
Plant tone, cottonseed meal,
Yep.
something like that.
It's a good time, really. I mean, for most things.
Yeah,
that,
to go ahead and fertilize.
Yeah, things are actively starting to grow and push, or at least think about it. And now's when they're going to actively use that fertilizer. And that's what we want. You don't want to just drop your money on the ground and watch it run away. The plants are actually going to use it this time of year.
All right. And another timely question. Is it too late to spray fruit trees?
I would say, well, I'll say this from personal experience. We've got an apricot that's in full bloom right now, and yes, I do not want to spray it right now because I want the blooms to be pollinated.
Yes.
So you've kind of, if it's in bloom, you've missed the opportunity to put any dormant oil or anything on it because you don't want to affect any pollinators. Once the fruit is set, however, then you can go back to a spraying regimen, usually copper fungicide or
Rotate them.
yeah. So
Yeah. Insecticides with fungicides can be mixed, but like Adam
Right.
just said, y'all, almost all fruit trees minus apples. Apples haven't started pushing
Yeah.
blooms yet, but the pears, the plums, the peaches. I saw my
Cherries.
first peach today. Cherries,
Yep.
they're all in bloom, y'all. We
All
do
the
not
fruit
want to
is
affect
seen
those
as
bees. The bees are doing the work for us,
There
okay?
you go.
And it's warm enough for the bees to be out already, so they're going to be doing work. So Adam just nailed it. Do not spray those plants that are actively blooming.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Period.
Don't do it.
All right. So this is going to lead into a certain thing we'll talk about here in a moment. What is the best way to amend our clay soil and make it more workable?
Adam Chapman, soil man.
well, you could
You're a
add.
dirty guy. All right.
I mean, yeah. There's all kinds of things you could do, but we happen to have a wonderful line of soils, Earth Mix garden products. Personally, I like our landscape blend if I'm just using it as a general purpose for trees and shrubs. If you are amending your raised bed for your garden, like I do, I use our supernatural compost.
Right.
So either one of those is great. You can top dress with them. You can mix them in. And they will, with all of that good organic matter and all of those good amendments, they will help to improve any soil.
There's
Really,
actually a pine fines in the
correct.
yeah. So
Correct.
P
Yep.
fines was the old way. The old everybody mixed pine fines
Right.
with everything, regardless of what was going on.
Some people still
And
just
it-
call
yeah.
pine fine soil conditioner. Mhm.
Yeah.
It's never a bad time of year to add Earth Mix to your garden. Earth Mix garden products are sustainably sourced, living soils and amendments crafted to give you the best success for your gardening efforts. Establishing a raised bed? Use Garden Premium Topsoil Blend for an excellent performing growing medium for flowers and vegetables. Amend your gardens with their supernatural compost with all the nutrients needed to recharge existing soils. For houseplants, their Proganics Indoor Grow Mix is a fantastic potting medium that will feed for up to 6 months without the need for additional fertilizer. Earth Mix is sold only at independent garden centers, so head over to earthmix.net/find earthmix to locate one near you. Success begins at the ground level when you use Earth Mix garden products.
Yep.
And I
here.
muted myself. That's amazing too.
The Hort Report, you know it's all in his head.
Tyler, wrong button. We switched it.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I forgot to switch it over. Okay. What's in bloom for Austin?
There it is. Okay.
How about
y'all.
that one?
That one's great.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. This week, I know all of y'all are
That's
seeing the
pretty
color.
Spectacular.
Yeah. I know all of y'all are seeing the color this week, so I was like, you know what? Let's go back to what's in bloom. We're going to keep the Hort Report going. We're going to switch it up kind of week to week. We'll just see how we're feeling that week. All right,
Yeah.
but this week I'm feeling flowery.
And the
So,
camera has
Yep, there's
small
okay.
negative.
There we go. We're doing great. All right. Hey, your daffodils have
Back
been
on
going
track.
crazy over the past couple weeks. All right. Even some of them are almost done. They've been blooming so long, but most of them still super cheery, yellow in the fields, looking fantastic. Hellebore, Josh, your highway to
Hey,
Hellebore.
baby.
I'm sure it's beautiful right now. You can't beat those with that evergreen foliage. They're fantastic. I saw my very first creeping phlox yesterday. Not a lot of it yet, but I did see some pink in that little ground cover front border plant. They're going to be great for the next probably month. They bloom for a very long time, all right? Let's talk about a couple weeds that are going off right now. Y'all have been noticing all that purple in them old fields, in the cornfields, the bean fields, all that purple that see across?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, that's called lamium. That's your dead nettle. That's a cool season weed that blooms very early, and it's kind of a weed, but in those fields, it looks real pretty right now. And then your dandelions. Of course, they're blooming yellow. Saw them this morning.
Yeah, buddy.
Yellow's very cheery, though. I got to give you that. All right. Caroline sent in a picture this morning. I'm sure we'll get it up soon. It's pulmonaria. That's a cool little shade-loving plant that blooms very, very early with blue and pink blooms. There it is. Tyler, thank you for that. And speckled foliage. Caroline, I hope your mouth is feeling okay after your quadruple tooth
Yes.
surgery.
Extraction.
Oh, extraction. There's the
Yep.
word. Oh, yeah. Anyway, Caroline, hope you're feeling okay this morning. I know that probably didn't feel good. Anyway, you also have dianthus in your yard, and I'm pretty sure it's blooming. Hey, dianthus is another little carpet of a plant that really just blooms atop of its foliage, and it's pretty easy to grow. Let's go to shrubs. Your forsythia. We brought some in the room today. I know y'all are seeing the forsythia, that yellow, that cheery. Gotta love that. And they're beautiful this year. Right next to them, we got quince. Not quite as full bloom as forsythia, but getting there. Quince is a big old gnarly round shrub for the most part, and it's really nice. We have some on the lot, y'all, blooming right now. Next, we've got Edgeworthia. I don't even know if y'all know what Edgeworthia is. We brought some in the room for y'all to see. It's behind or under the TV. Adam will tell you about it here in a little while, but it is smelling up this room in a good way. It smells like a florist shop in here right now. It's beautiful. Paper bush is a common name if you want that. It also blooms before it leaves, which is what we love, and they're in full show right now. Your cherries, okay? Specifically, Okami cherry. Okay, A-M-E, Okami. We have some on the lot right now. Y'all can see them in full show.
Popping.
The pink blooms you're
Popping.
seeing around with small pink blooms, but loaded, that's going to be your Okami cherry. They're looking
I'm gonna
great.
give a shout out to Jerry Blankenship from the greater McMinnville area, the president of the SOB Society. And Josh, you know what I'm talking about, obviously.
They
but
save
he
our
sent me a
Bradfords.
photo this week, and I meant to send it to you. He asked me to, of a field of Okami cherries, and they were fabulous. There was not
Wow.
a Bradford in sight.
That's right.
We
Just
defeated
saying.
that movement years ago.
Yep.
He was the head SOB.
So I guess since y'all were speaking of it, let's go ahead and go there. Your
Don't
Bradford
do it.
Bears. I'm doing it,
Don't-
Josh. You got to.
don't do it.
We can't forget that they exist. I mean, I
Okay.
wish they didn't, but they do, and they are in full show right
Hold on.
now.
Can you say that again, Austin?
What? Bradford pear? Oh,
Thank you very
okay.
much.
Yeah.
We-
All right. But okay, let's move on to a better pear. Your fruiting pears. Let's
Yes.
go to those. Okay, I even saw some of those blooming. They're a little bit later than Bradford. Bradfords are full show. Your regular fruiting pears a little bit later, but they're starting to throw some blooms. Hopefully, we have a good fruiting year. And then the plums. When it comes to fruit trees, your plums are usually always first, and they're loaded up. I mean, they load those
Pretty
stems.
this
I mean,
year.
they are all down it, looking great. Love a good plum whenever they're ripe. And then, like I mentioned earlier, I saw my first peach this morning. Cute little peach, not full show, about a quarter show, I would say, but the peaches are great. And then let's get to the showstoppers of the week. And usually these are not very good for us because they'll be in bloom and we get a frost. But our forecast is looking fantastic. So anybody that's got deciduous magnolias, hey, y'all, our lot is full of them. We brought them in the room today. We got the star magnolia that's going to bloom white. And then we got our saucer magnolias that are going to bloom typically that pinky purple, even white in there with cupped up blooms that kind of look like a tulip. People even call them tulip magnolias. They are going to have a fantastic year, I think, this year because I'm not seeing much frost in the forecast. Hopefully the rain doesn't come down too hard today to knock off some of those petals.
Yeah.
Adam Chapman had to get into his office earlier and he hit this little star magnolia. You should have seen the blooms were just dropping off. So the rain does kind of make the petals drop a little bit if we're not careful, but I don't think it's going to affect them all that bad. Y'all get ready for a great magnolia year. And then before I move on, I got to give a shout out to my dad. It is your birthday. David, happy birthday to you yesterday.
nice.
My father turned 74 today.
Happy
And
birthday.
Hope happy birthday, Dad. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're listening, and I hope you have a great birthday today. You know, when it comes to work, my dad taught me how to do it, okay? I was with him, me and my little brother. Anytime we had to work, we were with Dad doing it, and he taught me so much that I know now, and I appreciate that because I use it every single day. So shout out, Dad. Love you. Happy birthday. Thank you all for that.
Absolutely.
And he did teach you well. And,
Yes.
and what you can infer from that is that his birthday and my birthday, that I'm old enough to be Austin's father.
Mine's next week.
Anyway, and to clarify, Jerry being the head SOB, that's the
Save Our Bradfords.
That's what that stands for, in case you're.
It was the counter movement
I got
to the Bradford Pear Eradication Society. See,
So there's that.
There you go. Y'all enjoy those blooms this week, Tyler. Let's
They
get some more
smell
questions.
so good.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
We got questions.
Oh boy.
Let's back it up and go back through the chat. We're going to come over here to Kim
Hey, Kim.
with a hydrangea question. I have a climbing hydrangea growing up the corner of my pergola. It is so wild, growing in every direction. How best can I trim and train it to grow up?
Just start trimming.
Talk to it.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
Here.
once those things get established and they're actually really growing, it's really hard to do anything to them to make them not grow.
Yeah, exactly. They cling on to trees. They'll cling on to a wall.
Wow.
Any other wild hairs that are going in any direction you don't like Adam just said, start trimming. I mean, you're not going to hurt it. Like, you're really not. So
You
just-
may lose a few blooms here and there, maybe, but
Yeah. But
Incidental.
it's worth it to get that thing back in check.
Are they really hardy here?
I just kind of depends. I've had I've heard people of having good luck, some people having not so good luck. It just kind of depends on where they're planted.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that they're generally growing machines pretty well when it comes to leaves and foliage and stems, but they're not a consistent bloomer, I think is
Right.
what I've noticed people saying. Like, it's not an every year thing that they bloom, and I don't have a great reason to tell you why that is. I mean, I
don't
think
either.
it's just
They get moody.
they get moody.
They
That's
get
right, Josh.
moody.
Hopefully this year will be a good one for you, though.
Mhm.
All right.
Nice. Okay. Moving on. We got a trumpet creeper. Let's talk about vining things. Can you describe how trumpet creeper spreads up versus out? How much does it spread?
A lot. And where
Yes.
and
Yes.
another, I'll
Sideways,
just tell you
downways,
how
upways.
tough it is. It will grow. It's one of the only things I know of that will grow on telephone poles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Things that have been treated to not have anything grow on them, and they'll grow up them.
Yeah.
So they'll grow out and up just about as far as you can imagine.
Yeah. It's
How
kind of
about
how you want to train it if you want to decide to train it. If you want to go that way or up ways, Adam said, doesn't
Don't let
matter
it get
much.
away from you.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
it'll run across the ground, I guess, if you never really trellised it or if
Yeah.
it didn't have anything to run up until it hits something to run up, and then
And
it's
then
up.
it'll go. Yep.
Yeah,
And around and around and around. And
it's a good plant. It's a vigorous.
Yeah, whatever structure you create needs to be pretty robust too, because they're
Hummingbirds
kind of
love
like
it.
wisteria that way. They'll destroy a weak structure.
Get woody.
Yeah.
Hummingbirds absolutely love it.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yes. We
Okay.
can't wait to herald their return later this year. What was the name of the soil mix you advertised? Let's quickly give the name.
Earth Mix.
Earth Mix Garden Products. That's
Yes.
earthmix.net. You can find that there.
And we
Okay.
It's talking a lot about pine vines, pea vines.
That's
today
right.
as well.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, a crucial component.
Yes.
And
It is not a soil mix. It's an
It's a
amendment.
condition.
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
And Joyce Hooks with some comments. The redbuds
There's
in my
Joyce.
subdivision. Hello, Joyce. Started blooming this week.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. You'll
Cheech and
notice.
Chong
Mine
popped
or
a
not.
little
Right.
bit
You'll
yesterday.
notice that any urban area, things are going to bloom like a week ahead or 10 days ahead of a rural area.
And she also said, my Shasta viburnum and summer snowflake viburnum have leafed out, and I think I'm going to have more blooms than ever.
Awesome.
Hey, good job,
Awesome.
Joyce. I love that Shasta. I don't. Caroline grows the Shasta at her house, I think too. No, she's got popcorn. I've got Shasta. I forgot about that. Mine started to leaf a little
Well,
bit too.
popcorn is a variety.
It
of
is.
Shasta,
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Those
think
are.
it's Monrovia's version.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They're pretty much indestructible too.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
They're so easy. Mine's. I got a viburnum. It's a double file viburnum, Joyce, but it's right up underneath a walnut tree. Y'all know walnut tree, black walnuts. They produce juglone. A lot of plants
And they'll
don't like
grow
that.
under it, yeah.
That's-
Now, David,
just fine.
David, correct me if I'm wrong, but when I first started working here, did we not have some Shastas growing on the fence that was right, like on the edge of the bee lot up there? In that,
I think so.
I think we did. They were huge. I think.
Yeah.
As my buddy Dan Knetzer would say, I've slept since then. So
Yeah.
Once in a
I'm
while.
not. I don't have that nuanced recollection of that, but that doesn't mean that it's not the case. So I would trust your memory more than mine.
Pretty sure we did. Yeah.
Yeah, gonna be a good viburnum year. I know probably
Yeah.
next week if I'm talking about what's in bloom, the old Chinese and Eastern snowballs
Oh,
will be
yeah,
popping,
they
baby.
will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine are budded up. They looking good. So
Yeah.
good job, Joyce. Good to hear from you.
Yep.
All right, pivoting back to speaking of shrubs, but back to boxwood. How to help ice damage boxwoods?
Well, pruning for one will help, and you may have to do some pruning that you maybe think is too much.
Yeah.
But it is not. It whatever you need to do to get it back to some semblance of a shape that you feel like when it flushes, maybe a couple of times, it'll look, like it used to.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not too laid open in the middle, because that's really annoying. You literally might have to like tie it up lower on the foliage to get it back tight and then do some pruning maybe. But yeah,
Leave the
some
string
boxwoods
if you
just
do.
don't have as sturdy as stems as others, and you can tell which ones those are whenever we get ice, which is pretty rare for us to get ice, but we all got to see that this year and what ice can really do to our plants. I've seen a lot of evergreens, especially emerald green arbs, that are,
One
laid.
lead. One arm laid
I
out.
will say my green giants, and they're huge. They're 40 foot tall.
Wow.
Yeah.
They looked sad, or they were drooping, but
Pop
right
off.
now
Stood back
I
up.
would never be able to tell.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, and for those who heard the episode that preceded the ice storm that we knew was coming, we encourage you to get out there and tie your boxwoods up tight
First.
forward.
Yeah.
And what that does, it just gives strength to the stems and makes it make a layer of ice over. We had a couple people who did report back to us that they had no damage.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the other side to it is, if you did not do that, you got a lot of splaying of the top of the limbs. They are a broadleaf evergreen, so that means you can cut them back quite severely, and they will still flush back out. Unlike a conifer, if you have white pines that got devastated, well, that's just what you've got. But with a boxwood, they are recoverable, and as Adam's already said, you may need to trim it a little more severe, if not quite a bit more severe than you normally would. Austin's point also is maybe cheat a little bit.
Yeah.
Tie some nylon twine or something on the interior stems down low to pull it back up a bit before you trim. These are all tricks that we have learned over the years with boxwoods, and there are many.
Fishing line works good and it hides.
Yeah, and once you get beyond the initial flush, then you may still have some holes that exist. This is when it's good practice to find a nearby limb that you can pull over into that hole. And once that new growth has hardened off on the second trim that's going to help shape it, you pull that limb over into that void and then shear it again, and then it'll fill in pretty well. So there's a lot of little tricks pretty nuanced with boxwoods that we've learned over the years, just because, well, we've gotten to do it a while.
That's right.
And chiming in on the pruning discussion, I have a young dogwood that was damaged by falling limbs, I assume. Only one branch was knocked off the dogwood. Should I somehow protect the damaged area of the tree?
You can, but generally the tree is going to scar over on its own.
Yeah, tree paint.
The only thing
Makes you feel better. Go ahead. And,
the only thing you might do if the limb was broken at a spot that's farther up, then you can prune it back down to where it's
clean up the cut.
a clean cut. Yeah, that's really the only thing you can do.
Yeah, it's just it's just part of it. The limbs fall, y'all. Limbs fall in the woods all the time. We ain't nobody out there healing up them trees.
No.
You gotta live. You know what I mean?
Gardening Inside Out is brought to you by Bates Nursery and Garden Center. Spring is at our doorstep, and if your plans involve improving your landscape or starting a garden, then Bates Nursery is the essential place for what you need. They offer the largest selection of plants in the Southeast, from unique flowers and trees to tropicals, roses, houseplants, and native plants. Bates Nursery's 92 years of serving Nashville gives them unparalleled experience in stocking the plants that perform best for your home. Their friendly staff of horticulture experts are ready to assist you with your gardening needs. Located minutes from downtown Nashville in beautiful Whites Creek, Tennessee, just off Briley Parkway at exit 19. Shop inventory online before you visit at batesnursery.com. Bates Nursery and Garden Center, beautifying Nashville since 1932.
Wow.
The
Well,
rarest.
it's so rare we don't carry it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's funny you asked that question because this past week we got probably the rarest selection of native perennials.
Yeah.
So we got a ton of 1 gallon perennials. We also got a ton of 3 gallon shrubs from a nursery out of New Jersey that only does natives. So we have on our picture or on our tags, our price tags that says Tennessee native on it, or just native, which means kind of native to our range or
Right.
our zone.
Okay.
But there's some stuff that I'd never even heard of before, y'all. Bridget is in our perennial department. She loves her grasses, but she's also awesome with natives. And if you have questions about it and you want something really rare, something you've never seen before, talk to Bridget because she's the one that ordered a lot of that stuff, and she can tell you about a ton of things. There's some weird stuff in there.
Tennessee is so biodiverse, folks.
So-
it's
Well-
one of the hot spots
Yes.
on planet Earth.
Well,
So
you go from 6,000 feet to
swamp.
Cumberland Plateau to hilly Middle Tennessee, and then the swamp of West Tennessee.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can walk into the woods and within 50 steps probably see 50 different species of
Yes.
plant.
and
Like,
some of them
that's
have never
crazy.
been identified.
Oh,
I mean, yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Uh-huh.
And,
Bugs,
we
bees.
are the heart of the transition zone
Yep.
Yes,
between
sir.
north and south. So,
Yep.
you know, if we have a range of things that do well here that simply some places is too far north, other places is too far south. So, you know, we really get are afforded the opportunity to use a lot of different things. And when you come out to see us, that's what you'll see.
Bridget's going to
Yep.
know if this is a better for a mountain plant or a swamp
Right.
plant or
Right.
out in the.
Oh, yeah, she's
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
the
so
one
we
to
make
talk
You
to.
got
carry-
that's the one you
we
got to
make-
talk to. So,
Yeah, we may carry some mountain laurels. I don't know that we ever recommend them. We have people who want them, and if you have the right spot, they can do
Yes.
okay.
Triflora is probably not going to work right out in the middle of the front yard either, folks.
Yep.
We got some mountain laurel yesterday, actually.
Mhm.
Just a handful. Yeah, we usually try to keep a handful for the people that like to try. You know, speaking of the different kind of landscapes, I drove to Gatlinburg. Actually, my wife drove, but I was just observing all the stuff. And as we started to get further east, like in the mid-state here, as we were going out, it was like the understory plants were mainly
Yeah.
privet, honestly, bush honeysuckles, a lot of that going on. And then you start to get a little bit further, and I started to see the big three. It was hemlock, rhododendron, and American holly.
Yep.
Those
yeah.
were really the understory, and pines. Pines were there
Yeah.
too, but they were the understory, and you could tell. I'm heading out east. We're starting to see rhodies growing naturally.
Oh,
Hemlocks, just. I mean,
Huge.
yeah. There's some huge ones
Yes.
out in Gatlinburg for sure, but even a lot of them in the understory of in the shade. You know, very shade tolerant. Growing up with that, so it's funny how you can observe the plants to know kind of where you
Oh,
are
yeah.
in our state.
Oh, yeah.
It's really cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
Well,
rarest.
it's so rare we don't carry it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's funny you asked that question because this past week we got probably the rarest selection of native perennials.
Yeah.
So we got a ton of 1 gallon perennials. We also got a ton of 3 gallon shrubs from a nursery out of New Jersey that only does natives. So we have on our picture or on our tags, our price tags that says Tennessee native on it, or just native, which means kind of native to our range or
Right.
our zone.
Okay.
But there's some stuff that I'd never even heard of before, y'all. Bridget is in our perennial department. She loves her grasses, but she's also awesome with natives. And if you have questions about it and you want something really rare, something you've never seen before, talk to Bridget because she's the one that ordered a lot of that stuff, and she can tell you about a ton of things. There's some weird stuff in there.
Tennessee is so biodiverse, folks. I
So-
mean, it's
Well-
one of the hot spots
Yes.
on planet Earth.
Well,
So,
you go from 6,000 feet to
swamp.
Cumberland Plateau to hilly Middle Tennessee, and then the swamp of West Tennessee.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can walk into the woods and within 50 steps probably see 50 different species
Yes.
of plant.
and
Like,
some of them
that's
have never
crazy.
been identified.
Oh,
I mean, yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Uh-huh.
And,
Bugs,
we
bees.
are the heart of the transition zone
Yep.
Yes,
between
sir.
north and south. So,
Yep.
you know, if we have a range of things that do well here that simply some places is too far north, other places is too far south. So, you know, we really get are afforded the opportunity to use a lot of different things. And when you come out to see us, that's what you'll see.
Bridget's going to
Yep.
know if this is a better for a mountain plant or a swamp
Right.
plant or out in the.
Oh, yeah, she's
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
the
so
one
we
to talk
make
to.
You gotta,
carry-
that's the one you
we
got to
make-
talk to. So.
Yeah, we may carry some mountain laurels. I don't know that we ever recommend them. We have people who want them, and if you have the right spot, they can do
Yes.
okay.
Triflora is probably not going to work right out in the middle of the front yard either, folks.
Yep.
We got some mountain laurel yesterday, actually. Just a handful. Yeah, we usually try to keep a handful for the people that like to try. You know, speaking of the different kind of landscapes, I drove to Gatlinburg. Actually, my wife drove, but I was just observing all the stuff. And as we started to get further east, like in the mid-state here, as we were going out, it was like the understory plants were mainly privet, honestly. Bush honeysuckle is a lot of that going on. And then you start to get a little bit further, and I started to see the big three. It was hemlock, rhododendron, and American holly.
Yep.
Those were really the understory, and pines. Pines were there too. But they were the understory, and you could tell, I'm heading out east. We're starting to see rhodies growing naturally. Hemlocks just... I mean, there's some huge ones out in Gatlinburg for sure, but even a lot of them in the understory of in the shade, you know, very shade tolerant growing up with that. So it's funny how you can observe the plants to know kind of where you are in our state. It's really cool.
Yeah. Okay. So we are moving to the final portion of the show where we're going to share some photos and emails.
All right. Throw it
So
up there.
let's start with Kay Matthews.
Hey, Kay.
I've been planting daffodils for 10 years in my little backyard. I also lined one corner with forsythia to complement the daffodils. Some of the bulbs I've rescued from abandoned homesteads. A few I've traded for, and very few I've purchased. I love this time of year.
Wow,
Beautiful.
That's a lovely
Absolutely
picture.
gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful.
gorgeous.
And compared to other bulbs, even if you're buying them, daffodils are a great investment because they bloom reliably year after year.
Decade.
That cannot be said for many other things like tulips and hyacinths.
I drive through the country all the time out there in Eagle, Vegas, and you can see where the old homes were.
Yeah,
because the daffodils are still growing up the front of the sidewalk. It's amazing.
Yeah, I see it all over the place. I love it.
Someone should try sowing their family name in daffodils so it keeps coming up
I'll do that.
decade after decade. Yeah, you should.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
So we can see it from the air.
They would tend to get blurred over the course of time because they they do produce more bublets, which makes them grow. So
Tiny bublets?
it would last for quite a while.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Tyler.
Okay, let's go in here to Alita's photo. I took these pictures this morning. This was actually morning of March 3rd. I have been told this is a weeping mulberry. I know it is at least 24 years old. I lost about a quarter of it a few years ago in one of our big freezes, just checking to see what your thoughts are.
Why is it
That's
so
Weeping
sad?
Mulberry. Yep.
Definitely weeping mulberry. You can tell that branching habit from a mile away.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. It's
Why is
pretty.
it sad?
I mean, it's
Continue
okay.
to prune the dead out of it
Yeah.
if you see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, looks like a healthy tree to me.
Got it back in good form.
It is.
It
in
looks good to
form.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, tidy. And, well, I guess I didn't plug this photo in here. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can get it going real quick.
Mhm.
Well, one more note on weeping mulberries. You know, they are you're probably not going to ever see fruit on those.
No.
Like on the native mulberries, but they are quite a nice smaller ornamental tree. Now the head on those can get to be quite large.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And although this particular specimen does not require any pruning at all, or even let alone severe pruning, once they get so big, you may have to go in there and really rein them in because that head that's on that graft, and is a grafted form on top of a understock. That head will grow all the way to the ground if you allow it. So it will take a little bit of work.
Yep.
All
Are
right.
you ready, Tyler?
Yeah, I'm ready now. And this comes from Pam Eldridge. Good to
Pam.
see you this week, Pam.
Yeah, I saw you the
A
other
few
day.
porch plants are officially planted. Thank you, Caroline, for changing my opinion about heuchera. Your love for heuchera caused me to purchase 3, and now I love them too. So we've got Carnival Cinnamon Stick, Carnival Cocoa Mint, and Red Lightning all together.
Very nice.
Good job, Pam.
Oh, yeah.
And a little
And,
good.
even though they do produce some flowers, the real show on heuchera obviously is the foliage. They
Yep.
are tremendous, and obviously that picture shows the
Okay.
wide range.
sitting pretty in the winter. Yep.
Yep. And not just hellebore back there, y'all, but our heuchera game right now is
Oh, yeah.
money.
It
Money.
is.
Got a lot of them. Good color.
Very good.
Well, we've covered as much territory as we could within an hour, and I think we did a pretty good job of it. So
Yeah.
thanks for all the well wishes. For me, I'm planning on going well beyond 70.
Yeah,
Officially.
you stay with us here, David
Yes.
Bates, because you're going to come back next Saturday morning for
Gonna
another
come back
edition of
next
Gardening.
Saturday.
Yep, I'll tell you what. Mary, thank you for the shout out about the Casa Pietra oil. I'm glad you like it.
Mary.
It's amazing. So, hey, for everybody here at Gardening Inside Out, we invite you to come out to the Bates Nursery and Garden Center today. It's a hive of activity. Bunch of
Oh, yeah.
stuff is in there new. You can see stuff in color. Hey, again, we appreciate you joining us Saturday mornings. Like, share, subscribe, turn your notifications on. Watch for the podcast midweek, and it's worth that notification that you see it there. See you next Saturday right here from the Green Room Studios at Bates Nursery and Garden Center.
Tyler here. Gardening Inside Out Podcast is looking for sponsors for 2026. If you have a business that's plant and gardening related, or if you know of one, please get in touch with us at gardeninginsideout@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to Gardening Inside Out. It's hard to believe we're into our third year as a podcast, and we love hearing from you as we learn who our listeners are and what y'all enjoy about it. If you love the show, we greatly appreciate any likes, follows, shares, or word of mouth recommendations. If you've already done so, thank you for your support. There's many ways to get in touch with us, so send us a text with the fan mail feature or email gardeninginsideout@gmail.com. Happy gardening and see you next week.